Over the last 2 centuries, a particular narrative has been presented to you. It is a structured, time-ordered history, commencing with our primate ancestors, evolving through earlier human forms, and culminating in your present reality. This sweeping portrayal is widely recognized as human evolution. But gently consider, just for an instant, if this entire recounting was simply an invention, a meticulously crafted fable that intentionally omitted the initial chapters of our epic. What if the gaps in our historical knowledge are not merely ancient artifacts hidden below the earth, but whole human societies completely vanished from the world's shared memory? During his profound meditative states, Edgar Cayce did not solely predict future occurrences. Instead, he accessed Earth's ancient forgotten records. Within these age-old documents, he uncovered the complete, authentic narrative of humanity's beginnings. This is a tale that predated the well-known story of Adam. The narrative commences with 3 distinct lines of humankind. These primordial societies possessed remarkable abilities, with their roots originating far beyond our earthly sphere. Tonight, our purpose is not to dispute an already recognized filmic production. Rather, our objective is to unveil the authentic, broadened perspective, akin to an uncut director's edition. We stand at the threshold of discovering deep insights contained within the recently accessed starseed archives, pinpointing 3 ancient human lineages that resided on this planet eons before our time, and clarifying the deep spiritual reason for the fading of their collective memory. The foundational narrative of your very existence is poised for a thorough and significant re-evaluation. It is vital for every individual among you to recognize which specific portion of this expansive history connects most profoundly with your inherent spirit. To truly comprehend who we are now, we must first confront and understand what has been deliberately concealed from our collective consciousness. The prevailing academic perspective on humankind's journey as it stands today unmistakably reveals a considerable and undeniable gap in understanding. We presently encounter massive ancient structures whose origins baffle contemporary minds, sudden and puzzling advancements in human genetic makeup that perplex researchers, and common worldwide tales describing beings from the heavens which we frequently dismiss as mere folklore. This collection of phenomena, as revealed to Edgar Cayce, suggests no fundamental flaw within the scientific methodology itself. Rather, it stems directly from a deep global amnesia, a thorough erasure of our shared history that occurred following a series of vast planetary upheavals. Moreover, records sourced from IOSIC clarify that humankind's presence on Earth has not been a single, unbroken progression, but rather a pattern of devastating reawakenings. After each significant planetary reset, the surviving individuals of humankind reverted to a basic existence, their memories of previous eras slowly fading, kept alive solely through ancient narratives and sacred documents. The widely accepted tale of Adam does not detail the initial emergence of humanity. Instead, it signifies the beginning of our current epoch, our present genetic line, which the Cayce material refers to as the 5th. This insight naturally prompts a query. What was the essence of the 4 stages that preceded us? From an elevated perspective of consciousness, the message was unequivocal. We represent the 5th unfolding within an immense universal project. The earliest 3 formations were not what we would fully identify as human in their complete form. They served as the initial cosmic emanations, the foundational archetype, the very first designs. To truly comprehend the innate capacities and latent risks embedded within our genetic blueprint, we must first explore these ancient origins. Uncovering this profound legacy of cosmic origin hinges upon a core concept found within the Cayce readings: that our Earth serves as a magnificent arena for exploration. From the perspective of higher awareness, our solar system, and Earth in particular, was consistently depicted as a distinct energetic zone, crafted with the singular purpose of allowing spiritual entities to interact with and ultimately transcend the material dimension. It functions as a kind of cosmic school, a backdrop for profound spiritual tests and growth. A deeper insight reveals the journey's very beginning. At their genesis, these spirits manifested as pure thought forms, composed entirely of pristine, unblemished energy, while capable of journeying across the immense expanse of the universe. These beings gradually became entwined within the denser frequencies of the physical domains, discovering themselves tethered to the allure and concrete nature of earthly existence. Our world's existence began solely to free them. Thus, the human form wasn't just an unforeseen biological development. Instead, it was a biologically designed container, divinely purposed to hold trapped spirits and help them overcome spiritual trials. Its initial design, however, wasn't immediately perfected. Instead, it advanced through a sequence where varied forms or ancestral lines slowly unfolded across vast periods. Each distinct ancestral line provided a unique way to house a multidimensional soul within a corporeal vessel. Notably, the first three archetypes were the most unconventional, powerful, and concurrently volatile. These are known as the vanished starseed bloodlines. This insight stems from many historical records and interpretations, together depicting a long-forgotten epoch. The inaugural ancestral line, known as the Polarian folk, comprised beings formed entirely from pure intellect. Records from the Cayce archives suggest that the very first incarnation of humankind was utterly devoid of any material essence. Their existence was that of ethereal, mist-like entities, mere emanations of awareness, possessing the effortless capacity to alter their shape and makeup. These ancient narratives designate them as the Polarians, inhabiting an era when our planet, Earth, was still undergoing its formative and cooling phases. One venerable tale recounted how their primordial appearances were pure ideas, inherently capable of projecting themselves into whatever arrangement they wished. Although they functioned as the foundational builders, they contended with a pervasive lack of sharp focus. Their presence resembled delicate, fleeting apparitions shimmering upon the profound expanse. Their eventual metamorphosis entailed a progressive augmentation of their inherent substantiality. Their fascination with the material world became so profound that their inner awareness started to condense, anchoring them to increasingly dense frequencies until they utterly forfeited the ability to alter their shapes. In this way, they became the very first spirits to be genuinely affixed to the earthly plane. Following them emerged the second generation, the Hyperborean entities, often referred to as the luminescent beings. This succeeding culture, the Hyperboreans, marked a considerable advancement in evolution. They maintained an airy, delicate nature, yet exhibited a more defined contour. described as brilliant, shimmering golden-white illumination. Their existence unfolded on a landmass near the northern pole, during an era when the Earth's atmospheric conditions were dramatically distinct. Historical accounts suggest this second lineage was predominantly composed of light, utilizing a method of reproduction entirely dissimilar to that of present-day beings. They brought forth new life by radiating portions of their luminous core. These beings functioned as deep restorers and protectors of the world's energetic equilibrium. Their eventual descent originated from an act of spiritual hubris. They started to view themselves as sacred entities, separate from the primary cosmic architect. They embarked upon trials with their innate ability to shape living organisms, an undertaking that brought forth the world's initial karmic disarray. This slow decline in their spiritual essence resulted in their radiant bodies losing their brilliance and becoming denser. The third lineage, identified as the Lemurian people, inaugurated the advent of genuine physical existence. Of the ancient civilizations, this particular group, recognized as the Lemurians, holds the highest distinction. They represented the foundational and true human structure, albeit significantly different from our present-day configuration. Narratives from antiquity describe them as colossal figures, encompassing both male and female characteristics, and blessed with a powerful spiritual sight. This unique visual faculty facilitated effortless mental communication and an inherent understanding of the laws governing the natural world. This elevated consciousness revealed that the Lemurians shared a profound connection with the earth. They communicated effortlessly with all living beings and plant life. Their command over the fundamental forces of nature originated not from technological progress, but from the strength of their perception, their focused intent. They served as the master builders, the ancient spiritual mentors. Their sophisticated civilization flourished upon a vast landmass situated in the Pacific Ocean, known to them as Moon. Their ultimate descent unfolded gradually, a melancholic and moving transformation. With a steady decrease in the planet's energetic resonance, the Lemurian people started to differentiate into distinct male and female forms. This shift brought forth a unique dynamic of longing and distinctness, pulling their collective consciousness further into the realm of personal selfhood. Their internal vision, previously luminous, began its slow fading. A gradual separation from their innate bond with the natural environment started to emerge. The catastrophic event, wherein their immense landmass disappeared under the waves, was merely the visible symptom of this deep internal spiritual schism. These were the three lineages lost to memory, the embodiments of pure thought, the radiant entities, and the earliest corporeal forms. They exist as our far-off, forgotten forebears. These represented the primordial cosmic origins, their successes and challenges woven as a karmic pattern into the very fabric of our genetic code. Their exclusion from the records of our shared history was no mere chance occurrence. Rather, it functioned as a vital component within a grand universal rearrangement. A supreme awareness revealed that the deeds of the first three societies, particularly the Hyperboreans' excessive assurance in spiritual affairs and the Lemurians' decline into disunity, had brought forth substantial karmic imbalances within the Earth's energetic structure. For the progression of the soul's journey to proceed, a deep rebalancing was deemed essential. The succeeding civilization identified as the Atlanteans, representing the fourth lineage, introduced a new blueprint, an updated pledge to cultivate a flawless equilibrium between the spiritual and the material realms. Our contemporary civilization, the fifth lineage, carries forward the legacy of all these prior endeavors. The collective recollection was purposefully removed due to two pivotal factors. Firstly, to provide our present lineage with an unblemished beginning, an opportunity to grasp the principles of free choice, unimpeded by the vast capabilities and disastrous missteps of those who came before us. Furthermore, a concept of profound weight centers on the principle of karmic consequences. Insights suggest that should our present-day society rediscover and then misuse the extraordinary abilities of those who came before us, without first cultivating the spiritual wisdom necessary to guide such powers, we risk inadvertently initiating the very same calamitous sequence of events that ultimately led to their downfall. Indeed, our contemporary preoccupation with artificial intelligence, immersive virtual realities, conscious projection, enhancements to the human form, encounters with radiant entities, and the manipulation of life's fundamental codes echoes deeply with the precise trajectories that precipitated the collapse of the original three civilizations. Consequently, this collective forgetting has served as a kind of planetary shielding, an essential mechanism for protection. However, as a profound awakening gathers momentum, that protective barrier is steadily diminishing. The narratives from long ago are now emerging into the light, and we are gently beginning to recollect. And so, the Starseed dossier now comes into focus. You are now realizing that your ancestral line stretches far wider than you previously understood, containing a profound and universal scope you are just starting to grasp. How will you weave this profound revelation into the tapestry of your knowledge? This is not simply a retelling of history. Instead, it acts as a potent catalyst for an awakening. The fundamental essence of these age-old lineages is more than just a relic from the past. Rather, it lies in a slumbering condition within the very essence of your being. Your very DNA functions as a vibrant archive, holding the complex genetic blueprints of all cultures and epochs that preceded you. This present moment marks a pivotal phase for this genetic revival to emerge. A wave of universal energies is presently beginning a realignment of these dormant genetic instructions. The realm of the superconscious has graciously offered a three-stage structure for intentional engagement in this unfolding transformation. Our first step gently guides us to recognize the presence of the Polarian beings, understood to be the primary creators. Understand deeply that your thoughts are not mere chance happenings or momentary ideas. Instead, they embody powerful energies, fully capable of becoming real. The essence of the Polarians residing within you possesses profound potential to manifest things with ease. Your goal is to transcend simple imagination and transform into a focused, deliberate creator. This shift is accomplished through mastering the inner landscape of your consciousness. Key instruments for this path involve quiet contemplation, clear mental imagery, and focused intention. It is vital to cultivate the ability to construct with your thoughts, rather than allowing them to drift aimlessly. The second principle gently invites you to acknowledge the Hyperborean consciousness, which represents the natural healer within. Understand that your deepest essence consists of luminous light and delicate vibrations. The Hyperborean energy within you holds the potential to rejuvenate your health and bring solace to those in your orbit. Your journey calls for a purification of your physical vessel. This encompasses refining your corporeal presence, your emotional landscape, and your energetic field. These outcomes are attained through nourishing sustenance, techniques for emotional release, and a deep connection with the natural environment. It is vital to transform into an unobstructed channel for light rather than a heavy container of previous experiences. The third principle guides you to acknowledge the Lemurian, your inherent shamanic self. Embrace the profound, inherent intuitive connection you share with Earth and all living beings. This Lemurian core dwelling within you represents your intrinsic, extrasensory, and shamanic faculties. Your aim is to reawaken your internal insight and your innate intuitive wisdom. This resurgence is brought about by periods of quiet contemplation, by attending to the gentle nudges of your heart, and by placing faith in your most profound instincts beyond the distractions of the external world. It is essential to recall how to connect through vibrational energies rather than relying solely on spoken communication. This comprehensive three-stage process offers a personal roadmap for your evolution and profound change. Embarking on this journey requires consciously embracing the inherent capabilities originating from your deep, universal ancestry. While it is natural to experience a significant connection when encountering these concepts, understand that your alignment with them is not accidental. If these notions deeply resonate within your essence, it is purely because they articulate your most authentic inner self. Your spirit likely carries a profound ancestral echo from one of these ancient lineages. Truly, you are a cosmic blueprint, a venerable soul. Your very presence at this crucial juncture serves as a living genetic link, placing you among the pioneers who will gently reawaken these dormant designs and establish a renewed, integrated human framework for all future generations. The persistent sense of not entirely fitting into this world is genuinely not a flaw. Instead, it functions as a perceptive indication, a subtle internal murmur hinting that you remember an alternative mode of life. Your authentic purpose isn't to depart this earthly plane, but rather to softly reshape it through your deep personal evolution. You serve as vibrant proof that our shared human narrative reaches far past what conventional accounts describe. You embody, fundamentally, the unfolding account. Your primary, soft step is simply to acknowledge your true origins and embrace the distinct purpose awaiting your revelation. Within this peaceful moment, a welcoming convergence awaits those who serve as conduits for stellar energies on Earth. Gently identify the core energy that echoes most profoundly within your spirit. Commence your contribution with the precise words that affirm your conscious engagement in this meaningful recall. Blueprint activated. Next, express your unique energetic resonance. Illustrative phrases include, "My core blueprint is now active. I perceive the gentle beckoning of Lemuria." Or perhaps, "My core blueprint is now active. A powerful, Hyperborean restorative energy awakens deep within." Or quite simply, "My core blueprint is now active. My presence in this space is for the purpose of remembrance." United, we shall uncover the connected spirits from the long-forgotten lineages. This profoundly significant odyssey gently begins at this very moment.